One of the most charismatic species of the longleaf pine ecosystem is right behind me. This is the red-cockaded woodpecker. It's a federally threatened species of woodpecker only found in the longleaf pine ecosystem and a few other habitats like shortleaf pine ecosystems up north. Now, most woodpeckers live in dead trees or snags. Red-cockaded woodpeckers dare to be different. They use trees that have been infected with heart rot. Basically, it's a disease that makes longleaf pines a little bit more susceptible to rot and makes it easier for them to make their cavities. Even still, these cavities take a long time to create, up to 6 years. And so red-cockaded woodpeckers need areas of longleaf pine ecosystem where there's several old trees. Now, if you know anything about longleaf pine, you know that those places are few and far between. The few places that do exist, like here in Conecuh National Forest, still have natural cavities. And the trees with those natural cavities for the red-cockaded woodpeckers to live in are marked with these white bands. Now, you might be asking, why would a red-cockaded woodpecker go through all the trouble of living in a living tree? Why not just use a dead tree? There's plenty around. The answer lies in that white sticky stuff dripping down from the tree. That's called resin. And if you're a snake, like a corn snake, a major predator of red-cockaded woodpeckers, when you climb up these trees, you get pretty far up, but then you hit that resin, and your belly scales can't climb as easily, and you can't get into that nest to eat the babies. Now, red-cockaded woodpeckers, as I mentioned, are rare. The reason they're rare is they like old trees. They usually live in trees that are at least 80 years old. They also like habitats that are really open. What keeps them open? Fire. Now, the habitat behind me is burned every 2 to 3 years, and you can see how open it is. There's very little understory. That is what red-cockaded woodpeckers love. And what's really exciting about places like this is that they show that conservation can work. This is a natural cavity, but in a lot of areas, red-cockaded woodpeckers have been gone for a long time. Well, how do you get them back? How do you boost the population? Well, what's being done is that people are going to forests that are now mature enough to support red-cockaded woodpeckers. They are literally cutting out with a chainsaw sections of the tree and inserting an artificial cavity. Then they're moving red-cockaded woodpeckers from good populations to these new ones. The red-cockaded woodpeckers, they don't know any different. They see a place to live and they start working the trees. They have these artificial cavities and over time build new natural cavities. As a result of these efforts, red-cockaded woodpeckers are coming back. Just this year, they were proposed to be moved from federally endangered to federally threatened, a sign of conservation success.